Hello friends, welcome back to Joyful Happy Baker. I'm Kim and I am doing a couple projects. I am going to make homemade bread for the first time because I got a new toy like 5 months ago that I have not used yet. I purchased this KitchenAid mixer like 6-7 months ago. I love it. I've used it a few times, but I also purchased this, a wheat grinder. And I have not, a grain mill I guess. I have not used it yet, and I bought these a couple months ago and have not used them yet. They are organic hard white wheat berries, so I'm going to make homemade bread using all this fun stuff. I also thought I'd show you this. This is 21, well this is 20. One of them didn't seal, so one is in the fridge. 21 jars of salsa. I'll show you what that started off looking like. Yesterday I took all the tomatoes that had been piling up from 8 days that I was gone on my mission trip. My husband harvested from the garden and then just put everything in the refrigerator, and so I had a ton of tomatoes to come home to. But what a blessing. I still have 1 gallon freezer bag in the fridge of tomatoes that are already the skins off of and the seeds out of, so I can just dice them up or just grind them up and you make some sauce or whatever I want to make out of them. So I just feel so blessed that I got so many tomatoes while I was gone, and I came home to such a bountiful harvest. And peppers. I had enough peppers, exact amount to make the salsa that I needed. So just what a blessing. And the jalapenos that I showed in that video were from a friend of ours, gave them to us. So all those ingredients were free from our garden. What a blessing. Before I get started with this, I'm dealing with something else today. I don't know if you can see that dog that's out there barking. That is a stray that keeps coming around, and I looked out there and that white next to him, at first I thought he ate one of my chickens. Now I think it might be trash. I'm not real sure. It's either a dead chicken or my trash, and either way, I don't want him around. He's been coming around off and on for a month now, so I did call the animal shelter, and I'm waiting. It's going to be like an hour and a half or more, 2 hours before they get here, unfortunately. But at least I got him called. Hopefully he's still here, and hopefully they can catch him. All right, the recipe I'm using, which I can't remember where I put it now. What did I do with that? There's a piece of paper. I have no idea. All right, well, I have a recipe around here somewhere. I wrote down Our Tribe of Many. It's a channel here on YouTube. It's excellent. I love them. Large family, and she has made bread, homemade bread from homegrown wheat, because it is a little bit different than just making it from the store-bought wheat. So I'm going to try her recipe and show you what it turns out like. So fun. I haven't even opened this yet, so you get to see what it looks like. Ooh, it's heavy. Looking pretty good. All right, I got my bread made. I didn't show the whole process because if you want to look it up, go to Our Tribe of Many, look up bread recipe, and she has a video. I will link it below also. Great video. She explains it and gives the whole recipe. So I'll just let her get that view because she's awesome anyway. But I am going to let these rise for 25 minutes before I throw them in the oven. While I'm doing that, I thought I'd show you my garden where I'm getting all the tomatoes that I got for all that salsa. I hate these white chickens. They keep getting out. No matter what I do, they get out. And you know, they're not going over this white fence here. They're actually jumping over that big tall fence over there. Oh, they drive me nuts. But every day we get a couple out. Yep, there's one over there. Drive me nuts. Anyway, it wouldn't bother me so bad, but then they eat my tomatoes. All right. Now, I was gone for 8 days, and I have not done anything in the garden since. So this is 2 weeks of no weeding. There are weeds everywhere, but look at my tomatoes are growing too. Oh, I need to get out here and harvest because there's a beautiful yellow tomato in there. I've got all sorts of kinds. Got these black ones here too. These are all pepper plants here, along with weeds, and carrots, along with lots of weeds. Pumpkins. This is decorative corn, the pretty corn. There's a pumpkin over there, but this whole line's tomatoes. I've also got carrots over here, which were weeded a little bit better. This is my back garden. I'm trying to hurry because it is sprinkling out here. But these are all tomatoes, and that row's tomatoes. Back there's my pumpkins and melons patch, and then corn, which we've harvested a lot of it. But yeah, I need to get out here today. We've got Romas here, and lots of others. This is my yellow pear tomatoes. There's a couple of them. And Rosella. And these are like Rosella or something. They're very small cherry tomatoes. There's a yellow one. They're kind of a mess. I tried this year to use string between these, and it did not work. My fencing that I used in the other garden worked much better. But yeah, this was weeded before I left. It's amazing how fast the weeds come up. We did have some overspray from the field that killed some of my pumpkins, unfortunately. All these weeds were not here when I left. I had this weeded. Just in 2 weeks, they have sprung up to that. I've got to get this cleaned up. I tried planting lettuce here, and I got like 4 bunches. So, yeah, the chickens will eat it. Oh, hi, Hammy. This is one of my favorite cats. Hi, Hammy. She's a pretty girl, but she doesn't get along with the other cats very well. I thought it was 2. Nope, there's 3. All right, here's how I usually get them in. I'll show you. Annoying critters. The white ones are the only ones that have ever done this. Got this fence here. Just open it up and let them run in. You didn't get the memo. Come on, come in. It's easier if I have a kid chasing them in. Come on, I would really like to go inside. Hey, you. Go. No, they're not smart either. I just do not like the white chickens. This is the first time we've ever bought them, was this year. And they're just now laying. They're that young, so I will not be getting white chickens again. I also have some cucumbers and pickling cucumbers and regular cucumbers behind my garage that I planted, and I have gotten some to make some pickles from them, which is great. I tend to plant a ton, and usually half what I plant dies. The melon patch, about half of what I planted grew, and at one point it stopped and the back part didn't have anything growing on it, so I actually planted there twice, so a lot of that hasn't even started growing. I have started getting some tiger melons from out of there, which are yummy, and just various other places I would plant and things would die, so I'd plant again. I am not the best gardener, but I try, and that's what matters. You don't have to be the best, just keep trying. And I am getting a bountiful harvest this year of tomatoes, that's for sure. I really need to go out and harvest today. You just have to keep trying and keep working hard, and eventually things work out, and if they don't, then that wasn't meant to be, and you learned that's not your thing. So I'm gonna go check my bread. I was a little skeptical when I put them in there, but it did rise up some, and that doesn't look too bad. I'm wondering if it should have been for like 1 loaf, maybe a huge loaf. I really don't know, or smaller pans. I'm not sure. Looks pretty good. Oh, there we go. I'm excited to try that. And update on the dog, they did not find it. The animal shelter did come, but he had ran off first. Since we live 20 minutes from the town that the animal shelter, dog catcher, whatever is coming from, it took them a while to get here, and he was gone by the time they came, so we are still putting up with the stray dog. I don't know, I can hope that maybe as they were driving around the neighborhood that they found him, but I doubt it. Anyway, that's okay. It's been a good day. Homemade bread. Got my salsa all put away, which means I have a clean counter. Well, fairly clean again. Ready to process more tomatoes later this week. So thanks for watching today, friends. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel and continue to join me in this joy-filled life. Thanks. Bye.